What's up, everybody? Eric here, Sun Tree Carpentry. We're getting ready to do a board and batten wall. And before we do that, usually me and Carlos double check ourselves with our math. We were kind of giving each other a hard time. We must be tired today because our math skills are somewhere between second and third grade. But decided I just want to let everyone know, maybe this is simple, maybe it's easy, maybe it's not. Show you real quick how we do our math to decide how many squares for a board and batten wall. So for this wall, we're shooting for 15 squares. So our vertical and horizontal, right? So we're going to have 4 rails on our horizontal, and we're going to have 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on our vertical. Now our measurements on this are 102.5 high. All right, and we're going to do our, over here, we're 186. What is it, Carlos, in 15/16?
Yeah, 186, 11/16.
All right, so we got our height, we got our width. All right, and the goal with doing the math is to see, we want to get closest to a square as we can. So, you know, if we did 4 squares high and 5 wide, and it was 20 by 30, well, that's not a square. So sometimes we have to play with this. I can look at the wall and I can basically say, hey, I think it's a 3 by 5, or I think it's a 4 by 6. So I think this wall is a 3 by 5, but I'm going to show you how we do our math. So we're using 1 by 4 S4S material. So that's 3.5 inches. So on the horizontal, we're going to do 4 times 3.5. Okay. And that's going to equal 14. We're going to take our 14, we're going to minus it from 102.5. So if you don't have one of these cameras, one of these calculators for fractions, it's great. We got 102.5 minus 14, right? And that equals 88.5. And now we're going to take the 88.5 and we're going to divide it by 3 squares. Okay? So we're going to divide by 3, and that equals 29.5. So our square vertical is 29.5, the inside of our board and batten. All right, so now we're going to do the same thing, but different. We have our 186 in our width. We're going to divide by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 vertical 3 by 5, 3.5 inch boards that we have. So now we got 6 times, I should be able to do it in my head, but 3.5 equals 21. 21 minus 186. 186 and 15/16. See how this comes in handy. Minus 21 equals 165 and 15/16. And then we're going to divide that by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 squares. Okay? We're going to divide by 5. And that's 33 and 13/16. So as you can see, our squares are going to be 29.5 by 33 and 13/16. So it's about as close to square as you can get. Now, as far as how many squares you do, it's personal taste. If the customer wants it to be really busy, of course, we could do a 4 by 6 here, right? We could do a 5 by 7. I just wanted to show you guys real quick how we do the math to kind of see how our squares are going to be and where we need to have all our materials lined up. So I know it's not rocket science, but you know, a lot of times we'll do our own math and we'll double check ourselves to make sure that we're, you know, chalking our lines in the right place and our math it looks good. So hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully that helps out. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe.